Hello everyone, welcome to this week's feed. It's been 2 weeks. First week was an hour, we did about that. Second week I only had 45 minutes last week, and I did that part and then reworked a couple little bits here and there in the face. Looking really good this so far. Good news, bad news. Good news, I only got 40, good news, this is going to go longer than one more week. Bad news, it's because I've only got 45 minutes again this week. So, get that sucker in, locked in. How's that? Hopefully that's all right. I'll zoom. Oh, why is that so loose? Very loose. What's going on there? There we go. Just, oh, I know what happened. All right, soz. There we go. All right, how's that? All right, let's do it. Goggles on. 45 minutes, time starts now. So last week I was finished up, I was redoing some white in there and pretty much done that and finished up there. This week I'm going to continue on to this part of the hand, going by that what I did last week. I think that would probably do me for 45 minutes today. But we're hooking in, we're going to try and replicate what this side is down here. So nice and close and full strength. When you're close, you can paint 100%. You know, try and paint close and light. You know, I said it a few times last week, but. And also when it's white's 100% covered, then it's not going to blue shift. Said that a few times too, maybe I should stop with that crap. If you've watched now, if you do week 3, surely you know what I'm doing. So stage 1 was roughly put down the black shapes, and then stage 2 is to tweak those black shapes with the white, and then work transparent colours over the top of that to get rid of the blue shift. So far so good. Now I just made a little skull geezer. There we go, something like that. Skull ring. Right, hope everyone's here. Thanks for coming last week for those that did. Oh my goodness, the dogs again. Last week they took ages to come to fire up. Truth is, it's later in the day. I have before, up till now, been recording much earlier in the morning, and the dogs aren't awake yet. That's my dog. Barking at the wind. It's a windy day. So sorry about that. Well, this is a pseudo live. I'm in the chat, but we'll say pseudo live. It's been pre-recorded but not edited at all, exactly as it is. Including dogs barking. So just a little bit of texture through there. Oh, that's a bit annoying. I didn't do it dark enough. There. Oh well. I'll just have to shortcut it. One of those sort of artworks that I could spend 100 hours on it. but no one would appreciate. They're going to think this is awesome, even with, you know, boy, what's this? This is when it's half an hour to go, that'll be 2 hours, so it'll be 2.5 hours after this feed. It's pretty good. Or wherever we're at. I think I painted this once before live at car show in Australia. I'm sure I've done it in about 3 hours. This was actually the first one I chose when I was airbrushing live at that time. Nervous as hell I was. Nervous. I remember shaking and everything. I was like, oh my god, no one cares. But just want to do your best, you know. This is like totally in the wrong spot, I think, but I don't know. I said this last week too. The reference on the digital on the screen is brighter than what it looks like when it's printed out. So the line drawing was done on Procreate off the digital reference, so there was more detail in that. So some of this line drawing actually more detailed than the actual picture that I'm using to copy from. Alright, don't forget, next to no one has actually downloaded the reference and the line drawing from my links on these videos. So they're down the bottom still. Have a go, don't be scared. I wonder if people are a bit intimidated to try it, I don't know. But it's been one of my most successful videos of the series so far. Like, getting a lot of views, so that's good. That must be based off the actual image. It's a pretty cool image, but least successful click to download, which is funny. Well, it's not funny, but I'd like to know why. I want to know why. So if you watch these and you haven't downloaded it, that's okay. I'm not offended, but tell me why. Some people, I remember the first time I started, I offered my free guide. That's in many of my other videos too, like troubleshooting guide, basically. Well, that'd be a no-brainer. Everyone would just get that. It's just a lot of helpful information. I spent hours on it actually, and I'll put that in a link of this one too. What do you reckon? They had some pushback like, oh, I'm not signing up. What do you mean? I don't get it. I sign up to everything. Anyway, so obviously there's some people that are adverse to signing up to your email list. I don't, especially if it's free stuff I want. I'll just get it, and then when I get annoyed by all the emails, I'll just unsubscribe. No big deal. But some people just don't like doing that. So that's alright. If that's the reason why you haven't downloaded, put in a comment, tell me, that's alright. I'm just keen to know, because, you know, just trying to work all this stuff out, you know. Alright, so if you've been watching so far, you know that this is the, where's me thing? This is the Iwata HB BC1 Plus, the siphon fed Iwata. It's their highest level siphon that they've got, and I'm using Createx illustration with 4021 reducer. There you go. I've said that. I keep forgetting to say that. I don't muck around with other ink. I mean, I'd happy to try, and I believe, like, all the muckers, if they're in there today, they like the FW inks, which I'm sure are great. But I just figured this is great too. Why muck around? You know, once you find something that works, the same. I'm embarrassed to say how long I spent not using Iwata, and then when I used it, I was like, oh my god, because I told the boss of Iwata too when I met him, an American, that I just thought they were well marketed and just overpriced, just well marketed. especially parts wise. That's what threw me more than anything. And until I used it, I was like, oh my goodness. So I've got that feeling. Why would I bother mucking around with trying to find another airbrush? I don't care. Do you know what? The Micron, there may be another airbrush that works as good. I doubt anyone could ever say it works better. It is amazing. So there you go. Why would I bother searching around other ones? All right, that's actually got a lot done in there. Might get further than I thought today. A bit of texture. This all gets really dark. So jump to the grey. I'm not going to use much of it. Just enough to kill some of that blue, especially the ones that sort of stay lighter. Like the parts right in the shadows, the blue's gonna disappear with the black. But when it becomes almost in the shadows, that's when some of the blue might stay. You need to put more black than you want to get rid of the blue. So using the grey sort of bridges that step a little bit, makes it easier. So you don't need as much black. That way you can leave some of the detail that you want, and at the same time get rid of the blue. Capiche? Alright, that's it. This is like going real fast. I got further than I thought last week. I thought I didn't get very far at all in the 45 minutes. And today, where are we going? 12 minutes in. Jump into the video, 34 minutes to go. I've got like heaps further. So this part's pretty easy because a little bit of detail, but most of it gets blacked out. It goes right into the shadows real fast. Oh, so why am I so busy this week? Busy every week. So I'm studying as well and just trying to do many things at once. Studying, running a course, did a Zoom session yesterday. Can't remember, was it the last one? I think it's the last. No, I left them on because we finished the course itself, but I left it open. Like we'll do another one if you want some feedback on what they've done on the final project, which would be cool. So that's nearly done. I'm not. I finished recording and I uploaded all that first course, so it's ready actually to go on sale. But I'm not going to do it because I'm just too busy because I'm studying and stuff in between. So I'm just going to hang off for a little bit. Maybe that's what I think now. Maybe I'll change my mind. The thing is, like we call it the beta test group this time. So we had full support. That's what they paid for. Weekly Zooms. It was meant to be 4 weeks worth of Zooms. We've done about 8 because again, same deal. They're helping me at the same time as I'm helping them. So they didn't pay for the course. They just paid for 4 weeks worth of live Zooms and email support in between and such. But we just kept going. So because I hadn't fully finished recording it all. So I did a couple of live demos, which would normally be a video. And anyway, so we did a bit more, but the course will be ready, and you can do it on your own with it, and it'll be cheaper than what those guys paid, but you don't have me helping you if you're stuck. I haven't said that, I don't think. it's necessary. I think you'll be able to do it because it's very detailed. I put a lot of effort in trying to cover everything. So maybe, long-winded way, maybe I will just put it up for sale and, you know, you can do it, but I'm definitely not until next year offering any more support because just too busy, which is crazy to think, but next year will be less busy. I've got a plan, and that's why I'm doing the studying, right? In the end, it'll be less busy. Anyway, enough of that. So right now, I'm putting a little bit of black detail and doing the soft sort of fades, gradations, get something in. It just helps finish it off. There's no real blue shift to deal, like that's difficult to deal with. I sort of got rid of that there. Yeah, it's all disappearing with the transparent black over the top. No problemo. Put a little bit of detail in there. I reckon the way I'm going, what have we got now? 30 minutes to go, 29 and a half. I'm pretty confident that next session we will get it done. So that might turn into a little bit longer. If I say I've only got 45 minutes, but just to finish it off, you know, I'll aim for whatever I got, but if I'm close, I'm just going to have to extend my time. I just don't have that time spare today because it's not on the home straight. It's not going to be finished. It's one of those rare artworks. I rarely put black transparent over the white. Like the white here that I'm covering is 100% covered. There's no blue shift left there. I'm putting a light bit over. Normally it's a grayscale thing, so I'm doing grey lightly over white and then black lightly over grey. It's just the way this picture is, a strong light source, really bright white, strong shadows, that actually works really well. I'm trying to think of another, I can't think of another artwork I've done where I've like, oh, that just needs a really light bit of black over top of white ink. Yeah, just the type of artwork it is. Pretty happy how it's looking though. Oh my goodness, bloody dog. The bigger one is the one with the weird bark. But she's not big, she's still little, but oh, I think they're so tough. No one's home until I'm off. Well, my wife might be, but got her headphones in or something. Alright. Right, that's looking pretty cool. Back over there, no one's going to look down here, so it doesn't matter. We'll just darken it so it's not standing out. Alright, let's go, man. Let's go, winner. Oh, a bit of black detail there. Oh, I'm nearly going to move on, and then I'm like, oh, this is all I need to do. Alright, that looks alright. Alright, I might have to zoom out, man. I didn't think I was going to get this far. Old-fashioned way of zooming out. Oh, I nearly swore then. I nearly swore. And I'll walk outside, leave the camera running, and swear. I've got the microphone, so you'll hear that crystal clear too. So I'm not going to do that. All right. Start with the hood. Same deal as always. Just rough in the black shapes, and then refine with the light shapes. Now, no one is ever going to pay attention to this part of the artwork. Okay. How much time have I got? 25 minutes. Surely not. Maybe I could. Maybe. If it's that close, if I feel like it's only got like 20 minutes to go, then I'll just do it. The ironic thing is that doesn't actually save me any time, because that means next week I've got to come up with another brand new thing. Got a little bit of dry tip that required me to take the actual needle out that time. It's been getting a workout, this airbrush. Actually feeling a little bit clunky, like I need to put a bit of, not clunky, restricted, like I'll put a bit of lube in there. Feeling a little bit odd, so see, that's constantly coming out without pulling the trigger back. It's because it's not seated fully, so I dare say there's a little bit of dried ink in there. And my hands are all sweaty. What I do is you don't ever force it out. What I'm doing is look like twisting. So if there's anything there, it sort of starts wiping it. You don't ever try and force it out, because you'll just split that tip open. And that's it, done. So it's seated now. So the light little twisting helped it sort of seat. It probably would have dislodged a little bit of dry paint that was there. And now it's fine. But you don't do that too often. What you should do is you know, soak the airbrush. Well, there's another video of me doing that. I actually got a decent clog one time and stopped the video and made a whole video of it. And I had it in the cup. So I left the whole airbrush, I pulled the needle back, soaked it in the cup so it softens whatever's dried in there, and then I left it for like half an hour. And the next time I blasted it out and it came out and it was fine. It just softened the dried paint. But there's plenty of ways to do it. One thing for sure, I don't think I've ever pulled this airbrush off. I've never pulled that tip off, the head off. It's still the original one from when I bought it, that's for sure. But to clean it, never. Not necessary. All you do is risk damaging it. Alright, roughing it in, let's do it. What have we got? Distracted there. 22 minutes to go. If we turn that into 40 minutes to go, then I probably will have this done. I'll just go like black that out. You don't need any of that detail. No one's going to pay attention to the hood, so it's just got to be simplified. Don't need to do every little crease and bump and whatever. So that'll do for that part. I'm actually going to stand up on the saw bum. Just got to look good enough that it blends in with the rest. So I'm definitely not trying. There's a lot of little details on this one, but it doesn't look like I've half finished it. then it's finished, you know what I mean? Even though I'm sort of half finishing it. What I'll do when my alarm goes off, I'll give myself an extra 15. That'll be an hour today, and then I'll see where it's at. Because I feel like I'm close enough to say, okay, well, we'll finish it today. Definitely are close enough to say that. So I don't want to go 15 and then another 15, and before you know it, half a day's gone. And it could have been another video for next week. So black, rough it in, not even pretending that it's like it now, using that as a guide roughly, the reference as a guide roughly how it goes. There is a crease just before that part. This whole area this is like the shadow side. What do you prefer to see? Like ones that go over a few weeks, or like the Terminator in like one sitting? Like I'm just trying to get, like I said, this video's been, or this series has been pretty strong viewership wise. More than the Terminator, but is it because it was a Terminator, or because no one believed I did it in one go? I don't know. Like, if I did a basic skull that I smash out in an hour, it was a blank page and then done. Is that better than this one that's taken me like 3 weeks? Let me know in the comments, in the chat. I'm there right now. Feedback, bro. You know what I miss doing is like the normal video. That's what I started doing. I'd record something, just a little hit and tip, and you know, how to clean your airbrush, or you got this problem, how to fix it, all that sort of stuff. And I sort of miss doing those. But having said that, they don't really, well, I didn't have the audience, but they don't really get the same sort of viewership as these ones do. So I don't know. Personally, when I started, I was like, what I want to do is offer help like I would have wanted when I started, right? Okay, so that's good, roughed in black. But see what I mean about it's not good enough as far as it stands out. It looks like it's not finished. Alright, so back to white. 17 minutes. Oh, I'm going to smash it. I don't even need extra time. It's amazing what you can do when you pull your finger out. So much little details and stuff in this artwork that it is one of those ones that become, like, the artist abandoned, not finished. It's sort of that type of one. Most artworks are like that. I'm in my race stance. I'm standing up now. This is like race mode. So sharpening up, same as every other stage. sharpening up all these little edges, getting some overspray, a little bit of blue shift. We'll sort that out with the grey and the black, and that's it. The thing is, like, I do this and pretty much do it once round, but you can infinitely do it. I can just go over grey of this whole thing and just rebuild up all those shapes, and the depth and the level would be next level, right? Okay. I'll notice I tend to go a bit quiet when I start rushing. I got just like lost in my thoughts and just like disappeared. The faster I go, the less waffling happens. Well, I was really just looking like, is that good enough? It's very basic, but like I said, no one's looking at the hood anyway. And then my brain, like, I must be getting tired. Then my brain's like, oh, what will I paint next? Oh, I'm not sure if anyone responded to me before as far as what I'm going to do next, but I'm thinking maybe I'll just do like a crazy simple like skull that, like a half an hour, just boom, done. Because I remember when I first started and the first teacher, and he was like, I went into class, I've told the story before, I was like, if you start getting scalpels out and masking up, I'm out. I haven't got the patience for that crap. But then I realised, because I didn't know anything about airbrushing, but then I realised, oh, actually, because he just went and started smashing out. I remember clear as a picture of Jerry Seinfeld, and he was just like, he was a gun. And I was like, oh, okay, this can be done. I couldn't do it at that point, obviously, but okay, I'm hooked. I can do it. And yeah, so what was my point of that story? I can't remember. What was I going to say that for? You guys responded to what I said. I don't know. I know I started off like because thinking about a simple picture. Oh, that's what it was, yes. So, simple picture. Like, I remember how blown away it was by this picture just appearing in front of my eyes. If I did like a simple skull that was a blank page, 30 minutes later it's a finished picture, that's impressive to sit and watch. Like, I remember being impressed like that. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I was thinking, maybe do a simple one. What do you reckon? Or do you like these multiple weeks ones with a bit more detail? And definitely, like, this is more impressive at the end of the day, but yeah, we're going for time. 12 minutes. Oh, we're finished today, guys, for sure. Don't even need to do any extra time. 45 minutes was enough. I seriously thought how slow it was last week. Maybe I was sick and I just did just this little bit. And today, granted, I'm in race mode, standing up. Like I'm doing much more in this time. But I always knew I was going to cut corners in this part of it. So anyway, that's exciting. So yeah, I'm in the chat now, and I probably answered the question, answered what I'm going to do next. But right now, as I paint, I'm saying simple block skull. Boring, I know. Everyone does skulls, but what I want to do is make sure you see whether it was the extra viewership for this one was because it was a skull, because it was a cool picture. Yeah, because I think the Terminator was a better watch. You got it all from zero to finish, one session. Oh, maybe I'll do it too. Oh, see, straight away. Maybe Terminators are boring for people. I love the Terminator. Right. Maybe everyone just loves skulls. Because what jumped in my head was the Terminator endoskeleton. I found a really cool one the other day. It was half in shadow, and that's like, oh man, I'd smash that out in half an hour easy. So I did save it. Maybe I'll do that. I do worry a little bit about on YouTube, like if whoever owns Terminator, like copyright strikes or something, because I don't own the character. Well, I haven't done Batman or anything for that reason, because I think they're more highly monitored and copyrighted. Even though I'm not, like, whenever I do that, I'm not profiting. Like, this one is not my artwork, but who knows whose it is. I'm sure it was made by AOA, who knows, but it's on Pinterest, not mine. I don't know who owns it, so I'm not going to try and sell it. I'm not going to profit from it. I'm giving away the line drawing, and it's just a demo, right? Okay, that'll do for that. Black over the top, and finished. I might even finish early today. Oh my goodness, 9 minutes to go. Now I'm rinsing out, have a sip of water. Alright, I'm just going to put a little bit of grey first, just to sort out. A little hint of blue here and there, and I actually, because there's overspray, I'm going to use the grey as like the background too. So I don't have to worry about the overspray. Right, a bit of a rough, soft textured background. Alright, black. Oh, getting low on black. I don't want to mix up anymore. I do have an opaque version if need be. This is the transparent black. Should be right. Clean up the overspray first. Sharpen any outer edges. Terminator endoskeleton, it was a really cool one. I sort of want to do that. I find a boring skull first, just for my own testing sake. Unless someone in the chat says something different, it might change my mind, but like I said, I'm not there. I'm there in the chat live, but I'm not. This is pre-recorded video. It's very simplified here, but so close to finishing. We're leaving it like that. Funny, I just realised because it's pre-recorded, the title's going to say, watch me finish this, or blah blah blah, and then I start talking, it's like, yeah, I'll see you next week because this won't be finished, no way. But it is going to be finished because, and you already knew that because I said it in the title. Probably even showed a picture of it finished. I could go nuts here. I've really got to simplify it. I keep saying that, but I'm seeing all these little details that I'm just ignoring. All the details I didn't put in before, I'm just painting over them. I definitely, it'll be a quieter one if I do a half an hour simple skull, because as soon as I start moving fast, I stop talking. As soon as I start moving fast, I stop talking. I just had a glance. I've been so engrossed into the picture, and I'm sorry if it's. I just remembered I forgot to change the setting, the focus. It's on autofocus, so because I've been in and out, it might be carrying on a bit. I hope it isn't. Sorry if it is. I can't change it once it started recording, but obviously in pre-recording I could pause it and do it, but guess what? It's nearly finished, so there's no point. So I'm going to make that a bit darker. Yeah, a little bit darker just to cover up some of the crappiness. Doo-doo. Lucky the hood's got a few like odd strands in it hanging off, because it helps me make it messy. I forgot to say last week, and almost forgot to now to say this week, like the video guys, subscribe, share it around, all that jazz. Say like and subscribe so you see the conclusion next week, but it's concluded this week. next week is something cool. Well, one thing it's either going to be that Terminator in one go or a simple skull. We're going to do something in one go anyway. Keep going back to it being a simple skull because I just want to see if it's skulls that brings the viewership or whatever. Just testing stuff. Oh, 47 seconds. Haha, Dunskies. Beat your clock. There we go, that'll do, eh? Now we get rid of that. No need to compare that anymore. What do you reckon, guys? Thank you for being here, everybody. Last week and this week. Who's that? Oh, am I in the screen? Here we go. All right. I like it. Let's unmask it, eh? It's a very important stage. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah. As always, appreciate you guys that are here for the premieres and the lives when I'm doing. You know what, I do like the lives too, but I just really enjoy the premieres because I'm in the chat with yous. But more importantly, it's early Sunday morning for me, so I just like get up, have my coffee, and it's a good way to wake up. Spend an hour in front of my computer watching my own video, talking to you guys while I have my coffee, piece of toast if I'm hungry. How good is the unmasking it? Puts a nice border on it. There we go. All right. Thank you, everyone. There it is. Awesome. See you next week. And yeah, till then. Like, subscribe, bizos, all that stuff. Catch you later. Bye.